Namaste, Soul Tribe family. Welcome back my way on this divinely guided day. Hopefully, you are well and rested, and so are your families. I love you, and the divine loves you. Welcome to all of the new family members. Welcome to all the in 1111 energy, Soul Tribe family. Thank you so much for deciding to go on and become one of our new family members. I am grateful. Okay. Thank you for everything that you do for our space. Woo! You know me, I got to take my deep breath before I dive into the energies. Okay. Something about y'all, you listen. You may be a part of a real dysfunctional family, and out of everybody, you might be the one that, could bring some hope back or something like that. Now, I don't know how you feel about your family's family, but that's just a message. Okay. There could have been a deadline to do this. All right. Okay. I'm also picking up on the energies where it's quiet, but I also feel like there's a lot of energy that doesn't want to let you go, family. It's like you've let your past go, but your past just doesn't want to let you go. hmm and I never looked at it that way. Okay, but spirit brought it to me that way. Okay, so no matter what, it's just gonna be we're gonna see what these messages are all about. To my A1s, who are my day ones, I love you so much. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the subscribes, getting the notifications out there, dropping comments, sending messages out to those you feel that can benefit from them. I am grateful for each and every one of y'all. Okay. Let's go on and tap in, y'all. At this time, Divine, I ask that you continue to keep us protected during this read, all reads, and all the time, as well as provide us with clear and concise messages. Any negativity, any toxicity, any evil being thrown or projected at myself or the Soul Tribe family, I ask that you strike it down and cut it down as we too strike it down and cut it down, shielding ourselves with the mighty shield, shielding our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels, clearing, canceling it, and releasing that energy back to the universe. And in some intentions, depending on intentions, return to sender. Ashe and thank you. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. Let's use the mudra. Okay, I want to see what the energy is coming out with mudra, and then we're gonna move into there we go. Yes, so yes, you got to balance this out. Yeah, this is a balancing situation here, Libra energy. Okay, um, many of you are handling situations and circumstances with poise, okay? Whether it's involving you or not, you're still handling it with poise. You're showing up here as being very poised. Many of you are very balanced. You could be Libra energy, okay? And I feel like whatever it is that you're handling with poise, I feel it, grace. That's what it's about. It's about grace. Ooh, and our next two out is charisma and security. Ooh, I love it. Okay. So with charisma out here, it says you are beautiful. Okay. So you may have a beautiful energy, a beautiful personality. You may be beautiful on the external as well. You're beautiful both in and out. I feel like, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Okay. Something about you loving yourself before you can love anyone else, right? Accepting what you see when you look in the mirror. If there's something you want to improve, improve it. If not, love yourself the way you are. Facts. Okay. And then we have third message out security, y'all. Yeah. So you're in good hands here with the security in good hands. Okay. You may be feeling protected. You are in good hands when you walk with the divine. Your angels, your ancestors, and your spirit guides. I promise you that you are in good hands when you walk with the divine. Okay. So I feel like your spirit team wants you to know that you are definitely secure. So it feels to me like you may have brought something into balance through grace. hmm Something is secure here for you. Okay. Whether it's just you being looked at your well-being, security is here. Take that how that resonates. Whatever you feel that message could be speaking to. Okay. For only you know what's happening in your life, right? You may be starting to feel more secure. Ooh, excuse me. Confirmation. I feel like with, ooh, look what came out, y'all. Okay, I'll take all of them. So we have out here control. Okay. I feel like, yeah, you stepped into the energy about why worry. You know the things that you can and cannot control, family, and you're not worried about nothing you cannot control. That's what you brought into balance. Possibly you trying to control situations that you knew no matter what, you didn't have that control. So you let it go. Yeah, this is acceptance. Yeah, coming to terms with yourself. I promise you, you've come to terms with yourself. Hmm. And then I feel like in doing this, you're grateful for it. Okay. A lot of thankfulness here. Acknowledge what is good. I'm telling you, you have to acknowledge what is good when it comes to you. Okay. And then somebody here needed to stop something. And I feel like with this stop, it says stay a while and enjoy. That's giving me some energy. Oh boy, here we go. Family, I told you, you are a beacon of light. You are a beacon of light. Whether people want to believe it, see it, or not, anytime somebody's giving you negative energy, it's because they're negative naturally. That's how I see things because I'm not. I'm too laid back. I'll be chilling. Family, I'm serious. I'll be like, mm-mm. I don't have time for the weird stuff. You know what I mean? But somebody wants you to stay. I feel like something with this security and stop. And somebody doesn't want you to leave. You're secure. Somebody wants you to stop and feel secure, or there's some security here. They don't want you to leave. They don't want you to leave. They want you to stop. Wherever you're at, you're secure. Yeah. And then they want you to something about you being level-headed here. So be wise. Okay. Somebody wants you to stop and be wise and think about something before you make a move. Or this is spirit telling you stop, be wise, think about something before you make a move. Yeah, because I feel like, you've been tolerating a lot. Okay. We have out here tolerance, okay? Be generous. I feel like you have been being generous with being patient, bringing things into balance, leaving things alone that you know you can't control. You've accepted that. Then you have it. Oh, okay. So be patient with yourself. This is what I'm hearing with this charisma, thankfulness, and tolerance. Like be gentle and patient with yourself, family. Okay. Some of y'all are going hard on some things. Okay. And I feel like, just the fact that you have been generous with others. I feel like Spirit is telling you here to be generous with yourself, you know? Okay. Thank you for the messages. What else for this balance, control, and acceptance? Yeah, your intuition. I feel like, your intuition deep down, you know certain things and you've accepted this now. It could have been difficult for you at first, family, especially if you were being prejudged. Like a lot of people look at you just because you know things and though they all they're this, they're that, they come up with all kind of stuff, but then they fail to look in the mirror. All right. They really do. A lot of people, they're afraid of what they don't know, don't understand. Okay. But your intuition, you have been maneuvering throughout life um intuitively, I feel. Yeah. I feel like some of you just need to keep going, working with yourself. Melancholy out here. Message is saying keep going. Yeah. Something about you being connected, connectedness here. Yeah, you belong. Oh, how sweet. Somebody's saying you do belong. That's funny. Somebody is saying you belong, family. Okay. I think somebody wants you to realize, excuse me, your spirit team wants you to realize, let me get this message in order because I'm seeing a different message too. Mm. Somebody saying, stop, you're secure. Be level headed here. Okay. Because you belong. Wow. Something about you're secure here or you're secure where you're at. Somebody is thankful for your charismatic nature. They know you've tolerated them a lot. Mm. Or you have put up with some things or you've had to tolerate some things. I feel like this is how you've grown, though. Somebody wants you to keep going, doing what you're doing. I feel like with this balance, yeah, you've accepted the things that you can and cannot control. Hmm. I feel like your acceptance of spirit, period. Okay, family. Just acceptance of yourself, acceptance of the things that you cannot control, you know. And I'm not saying accepting by just bowing down and all that, but you've set some healthy boundaries. Okay, you set some healthy boundaries. You're moving around like a whole adult. Hmm. Ooh, let that sink in, because I ain't lying. You got people out here, y'all, that are all the way grown and they don't act it at all. You be looking like, now I know I have a child side, so I be playing a lot. I'm a jokester. You know what? I don't want to rebuke, clear, cancel, release, but I like jokes, comedy. So you know what I'm saying? I would love to I used to like Houdini back in the day, y'all. I used to love Houdini. But I know I couldn't do those magic tricks, but I am, you know, I'm a comic. I think I could, I could probably have a crowd cracking up. But you know what I'm saying? That's the energy I move around in. I'm always cracking jokes. I promise you, spirit be talking to you all day long. And just, man, if people can hear the things you be hearing, you be like, what? Spirit be like, look, you like, no. hmm Some of you guys have a really, really bright energy, yellow, yellow, yellow everywhere. Okay, a lot of creativity, enthusiasm here, intellect, really tapped in. I feel positive energy. I see a lot of orange too. Okay. You are divinely guided. You're courageous, something about wish fulfillment here, You could be people's fulfillment. Very harmonious. We have some blue out here, water sign energy, sensitivity, serenity, truth, and faith. Truth and unity. A little bit of green. I see green. So we got like sun energy, earth, water. hmm Yeah, there could be, expansion. Maybe someone here trying to get, ready to have a baby, start a family. Congratulations if that's the case. If not, don't worry about it. Still, congratulations. Yeah, a lot of stability, wealth, okay. Some of y'all are working towards that, okay, with this connectedness. Yeah. I feel like this is something you need to work on. Because I see here most of the yellow and the orange and blue, but it looks like with this unity, this needs to be worked on, or with this expansion. This is giving me like you need to work on, maybe not you family, but just I don't know. I don't know if it's you or where you're at. Where you're at could it just be something you need to grow out of, expand, broaden your horizons. This is what I'm picking up here. But somebody wants you to know that you belong. Okay. If you felt like you didn't, you do. Yeah. Some sort of commitment is out here. Okay. Something about you giving what you can. I feel like you're very generous though, and you are an inspiration to people. Okay. I feel like with this objective mind, yeah, it's like, you have the I can, I will, I do type of energy. I'm very enthusiastic. hmm I feel like there's a new start coming in. I don't know what this new start could be. Take it how it resonates. It could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be a new resident somewhere. Okay. But you're enthusiastic about it. Okay, spirit. And at the bottom of the deck, yeah, there's a reason here. There's a reason for everything. Yeah, so think it over. Okay, reason with yourself. Yeah, ooh. Okay, I'm hearing that loud and clear. Okay, reason with yourself. Hmm. Okay. I feel this is a very positive message. Honestly, this is like direct guidance. I feel like somebody sees you as being very, very balanced and they've accepted something about you or they've accepted something. I feel like they've accepted the fact that, you control your own destiny. Finally, they've accepted this. You brought something into balance. I feel like, yeah, somebody has finally accepted the fact that you brought something into balance. You control your own destiny. Oh, that's how I'm seeing that message. They've accepted you're totally balanced for real. Whatever control that they were trying, or the control thing, it's like you just walked through that gracefully, family, with a lot of charisma. This is what I'm seeing. You handle things very well. Okay. Whenever you're faced with opposition or adversity, I feel like you handle it very well. Y'all, I'm getting a good shuffle on this deck because I mixed a lot of decks just so I could have more to pull messages and energy from. So we're going to see how it works out. But I do feel like this right here, family. Oh, yes. And if you have yet to subscribe, allow me to be the first to welcome you. I would greatly appreciate it. Um, I feel like, man, this thankfulness is giving me that gratefulness energy, thankful, grateful energy. And I feel like somebody is thankful and grateful for your charisma. Because it's just not about, that. It's about, I mean, you handle things fairly. Like you look at things from the perspective of a fair point of view. You look at things from all angles, north, south, east, west. And you often try to, see things from other people's side. hmm I feel like you analyze things very well. You sit back, you think about it. You try to see, what it could have been that you've done to them or something like that. But, a lot of people, they just be jealous over something or nothing. Ain't no telling. Or they just don't like you just because they got bigot energy. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? That's what I'm picking up here. It is what it is. But I feel like you move through this. With this melancholy out here, yeah, just keep going. Okay, just keep going. Keep moving the way that you're moving. Okay, something about you needing to stop and see that you're secure where you are, or something like that. You do have this security around you. Somebody wants you to stop and stay a while. Security out here, yeah. You're in good hands. I almost said you're in good hands with Allstate. I don't know. Y'all might have Allstate insurance. Somebody out here. Okay. You're in good hands. Something about level-headedness. I feel like this level-headedness and this balance here is just like you need to just take some time out. All right. Be wise about the decisions that you're getting ready to make or you want to make. Okay. Something like that. All right. Um, Connectedness, yeah, you belong. Hmm. All right. I think this is good. Let me get any messages from this side. Yeah, they was thick, y'all. It was thick. So we have here new moon in Scorpio. Yeah. Oh Lord. See, I know this. Okay, I don't want to do that. Somebody, I mean, maybe you need to go deeper on something. Okay. Maybe you need to really go deeper on something, look at something from a whole different angle, family. I don't know if this is pertaining to a relationship, a partnership, a business ship, but this is a new moon in Scorpio, and we were just in full moon Scorpio energy, right? Something about going deeper. Somebody may even be wanting you to go deeper because as I look at this with this commitment, inspiration, this is giving me that, you are somebody's, you could be someone's inspiration. Okay. Somebody could want you to go deeper, or you just may need to go deeper for whatever it is that you're searching for someone here. We have last quarter moon in Taurus. Yeah, be proud of yourself. Okay. I feel like some of you have really come a long way. So, Spirit is saying here, be proud of yourself. hmm Maybe there's also energies that are proud of you. I feel that energy though. I do. I feel like you should be proud of yourself for whoever you are, okay? Whoever this message is resonating with, be proud of yourself. And then nothing is set in stone. Okay, so don't stop staying diligent and active in your own life. Okay, and this is on all aspects. Okay, making sure that you're okay, because if you're not okay, nothing around you will be okay. All right, something here about a new moon in Sagittarius. Focus on the positive. I cannot make it up. Period. Nothing set in stone, and focus on the positive, family. Don't allow anybody to come in and upset you or mess up your energy or anything like that, because people got their own beds to lay in. All you can do is guide someone and give them some advice, possibly. Okay, only if you can speak through experience. Okay, you know like let me use this for example. I am not going to try to give a married couple advice. And you know why, family? Because I've been married before, but was I married to the right people and for the right reasons? Probably not. See, I was looking like there's a whole thing ahead. I'm like, man, we could do this, we could do that, but a lot of people don't be on your level. You feel me, family? I'm telling you, it'd be difficult to get on your level. Then some people say, oh, that was dumb. You were stupid. Not at all. You're right where you're supposed to be. I feel like you've grown even more. I feel like you have even more freedom now than you did before. Before you could have been tied down to things that, you were obligated to stay stagnant. You could have been obligated and in a situation where you had to stay stagnant. And it could have just been because, I mean, for a lot of people, when you buy a home, family, where you buy that home, that's pretty much where the hell you at. Unless you sell it or do something. But then it's like, I see things all over where, I read a lot of articles where, millionaires, they don't be buying nothing. They be like renting. Now, some of them do. Some of them billionaires do. Okay, that's because they want to leave their stuff to whomever. No problem. But to tell you the truth, when you buy a home, you're pretty much there. So you got to look at the long haul. And I've watched a lot of, I was talking to my daughter today, and I was telling her like, yeah, when we used to go out of town on family reunions and stuff before I had kid, I was the only kid amongst nothing but adults. Everybody was 30 and up. I was the only 12-year-old chilling. hmm Facts. Like all my aunties and them. Yeah, I was the only kid. After I had kids, when they go to family reunions, there's other children or there were other kids their age. But yeah, when I was growing up, so I sit around. Well, when I was allowed to, I would sit around and listen to them all talk. So you may come from a household like that where you had a lot of knowledge there. Okay, take that how that resonates. Yeah, I'm telling you what. Quit playing. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. I'm telling you, and that's what it's all about. Family, it boils down to effective communication. Communication is key. I wanted so you guys could see. Yeah, communication is key. You could be a fiery climax approaching here. Yeah, yeah, that energy does linger quite a bit. Okay, fiery climax in Aries approaching, full moon in Aries. It does. And then we have the last quarter moon in Pisces. Yeah, talk less and feel more. Yeah, somebody out here is pulling on the heartstring, pulling on your energy. I don't feel like it's a real tug. They just want to get your attention or maybe want you to, be a little more whatever with them. Take it how it resonates, okay? Maybe more affectionate. Okay, I am picking up on that. Somebody is very sensitive. Water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, very sensitive energy. Okay. Then we have out here full moon in Leo. Ooh, we something about I don't know, family. Have you ever went wild? I mean, I don't know. I used to think my days were wild, but I don't think I have some people beat though. Because I was like, hmm? Yeah, I might have been like a conservative wild. I used to drink. Mm-mm. And let me tell you, after hugging that porcelain bowl, y'all, on some of them nights where I thought I was not gonna make it. Yeah, drinking's not for me anymore, but yeah, I used to act up when I drank. And not in a bad way, but I would party hard. Man, I'd be on that dance floor every song. That was like a whole workout for me. I promise you. It was. Facts. Yeah. Something about luck being on your side at the bottom of the deck, full moon in Sagittarius. So there's something here. Luck is on your side, family. Yeah. Expect powerful change. Because I feel like this is the message, though, is very powerful. Yeah. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse here, and then we had the full moon. Wow, we got two full moon eclipse. Spirit told me to slow down and look at that, and that's why I did. So we have expect powerful change, full moon eclipse, and then we have conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. Wow. So you could expect powerful change, family. There are some things that are being wrapped up, okay? And I feel like, it could be pertaining to anything in your life, anything you've been working on, anything, and it's not even that you were working on it, but there's certain things that the universe knows that you want to have come to a conclusion so that you could just, live and not be judged for how you live, not be judged for where you're living, the communities you're living in, you just want to live. And I feel like that's why spirit is saying here, yeah, you belong. Okay. If don't nobody else belong, family, you belong. Okay. Take that message how it resonates. Yeah. We have a new moon in Aquarius. Yeah. So open up to change. Hmm. Because I feel like you really do belong. You need to open up to change, family. You really do. And hold your vision. And your vision is a very strong, powerful one, right? Yeah. The end of a tough cycle is approaching on this other side of the deck over here. Hmm. Personal issues reached resolution. Amen. Ashe. I said amen for those of you who want to hear it. Okay. And full moon in Virgo, take inspired actions. Okay. And I feel like this is, ooh, and then look, I covered them up. Yep. It's a time to release negativity for scorpionic energy or Scorpio message, scorpionic energy. We have a full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. And I feel like, family, you may need to because I feel like family and a lot of people they'll try to play you like, oh, I didn't say anything. No, you didn't say anything, but I read body language. Shit, your eyes speak louder than any words. Smirks on your faces speak louder than any words. So a person ain't got to say nothing to you. Hmm. Energy is felt. There's more than one way to communicate besides verbally. Hmm. Facts. Okay. And I feel like, you've handled things very gracefully because you could have just, you could have let them know, hold up, wait a minute, partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, people they really feel like they have territorial rights to things. And it's crazy because it's like, look, I don't walk around trying to take control over nothing. So don't come at me with this energy of, what are you doing here type energy. Cause it's like, nah, correction, baby boo. What are you doing here? Like facts. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when people see you and you give them what they giving you, family, because that's the energy they give you, they don't like that. They be running back, running to their leaders. They looked at me. They said, "Yeah, bitch, I said it." And your leader gonna pull you up, family. And they gonna be like, "Oh yeah, not that one." And a lot of people they get upset at that because they like, "Well, who the hell are you that you get special privilege treatment?" This is what they looking at, and it's not like you getting special privilege or treatment. You just standing on business and on what you earn, your merits. You just standing on business and your merits. That's it. You ain't rude with it. Yeah, your commitment could be being tested by those. I'm telling you, yeah, they stay trying to test you. Okay, with that first quarter moon. So know that when you're met with that opposition or that adversity, those funny looking faces, whether they said something or not, it's written all over your face. You don't have to say a word, no. Okay. I mean, they didn't make them songs for nothing now. You feel me, family? That's why I feel like all artists really resonate with music because the music talks to you. And this is your energy out here, very bright energy, artist energy all over the place through music, through songwriting, ghost writing, blogging, okay, just content creating, whatever it is, you're an artist, okay? Might even be a magnificent painter or a sketcher, whatever it is, okay? And I feel like your uniqueness is very bright. It's not just what you do, it's how you do it. And a lot of people want to sit up here and they be mad because they don't want you to have a say in the way the new world should look or be or how people should be treated. You'll have people that want to stand up against you all the time for that, family. Okay. You will have people that want to stand up against you for that. You will have people that are pissed off about your position that you hold at your job. They're upset. They're angry that you're a supervisor or you're a manager or that you're being considered for the position. Because, see, these are energies that they have always gotten things handed to them versus working for them. And when it comes to merits and knowing the job, knowing the business, knowing how to function, knowing how to make money, you know what I'm saying? Knowing how to deal with customers, handle issues, knowing how to resolve things the first time, all that kind of shit, that holds some sort of substance. And when people speak highly of you like that, because I know people been speaking highly of you like that, man, you had other people feeling some kind of way. You had people revealing what needed to be seen. Wow, last quarter moon in Scorpio, yeah, reveal what needs to be seen. Yeah, and I'm telling you, you was revealing. Listen, honey, you've been revealing what people needed to see. Straight facts. It's just something about you. It's something about you. Now, I don't even know if there's a song out there like that, but I just be making up songs. That's how me and my kids be doing it. Oh, you should hear my daughter. I'd be like, mm-mm. She be singing to the kids. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, the kids be cracking up. Like, all right, mom, we got you. Yeah, for facts. Get it done. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, family. I love this energy. I am not fibbing. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I so say that all the time. True speaker over here. But you know what? They lied about a lot of things, y'all. Man, good Lord. They lied so damn much. It wasn't even funny. You didn't have to do all the damn lying they did. People, I'm like, damn. When you lie to someone, you're trying to take them from being able to make a sound logical choice. Do you not know that? Mm. Message. Like just intentionally lying, that is so manipulative. Like, why would you lie to somebody so they don't make a sound decision for themselves? And I feel like a lot of y'all done brought a lot of this out. Yeah, you revealed some things. You revealed things that needed to be seen, spoke on. That's who you are. You're a game changer. That's what I feel. You're a game changer out here. Yeah. Yeah, the energy is, yes, gaining momentum. Yeah, you're a game changer. That energy is gaining momentum. It sure is, family. Let's get a final. Let's get a final. I feel that. I feel like you are the trendsetter. You're the game changer. You do what you're supposed to do and how you supposed to do it. Yeah, full moon in Aries, cool your emotions, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Take a chill pill. Don't get upset with people. Don't get upset. Just go on and let it be known, like, the disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming in here to patronize your business, and you frowning at me coming in the door like I ain't welcome. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? May ask you to, you be looking at people strange, like shit, how you gonna tell me I'm not welcome where the fuck I'm born, bitch? Is you crazy? And but you didn't tell it to me, but the look on your face said everything to me. hmm Shit, the way I see it, you might want to be polite to everybody coming up in that motherfucker. Cause you gonna stand alone over there by yourself. Poor old Red Lobster done closed down. Shit, if the red done closed down, shit, you might be holding on by a thread type energy. You feel me, family? Mm-hmm. So somebody here needs to embrace the flow of the new world order and the new life. Okay, brace the flow of life. Okay, because when it flows like that, it flows like that. So if somebody, and this is what I mean by this, family, because you're no wimp with it, right? When somebody gives you nasty and you hit them with they nasty and they can't handle it, that message is for them. Bitch. Somebody out here needs to embrace the flow of life. If they want positive, they give positive. Facts. If they don't like the way you match their energy, then I suggest they're gonna have to switch up and get on your level. Cause you love and light. You ain't got time for no little punk ass, spoiled ass brats walking around with frowns on their faces. Because they mamas and daddies told them they could do that. The mamas and daddies is raising them wrong. You big mama, you big papa, you here to raise them right? Yeah, you here to give them a bigger outlook. Look at the bigger picture. You here to show them the bigger picture. Okay, you auntie, you uncle, you mama, you papa. Yeah, you here, you grandma, you grandpa. Yeah, you here to get them to look at the bigger picture. Mm-hmm. Facts, okay? So when these kids run around here, okay, don't get it, auntie, uncle, mama, daddy, grandma, papa, okay? You here to help them out, all right? And that's what I feel is the beautiful thing here. This is the beautiful message. It's like you are an all-in-one. You here for the adults, you here for the damn children too, okay? You here to guide adults and children too. All right, family. So I'm gonna leave that message here. I love you. Okay, I love you. The divine loves you. Thank you so much for being here. Shit. Wait, why I see a bunch of adults just acting like children and you just sitting there, family? Wait, you just got this look on your face. Like, you know what? Okay, that is funny. Yeah, you're here for the adults and the children too. You the guiding light force. You are the guiding life force for many. Mm-hmm. You are. All right, let's wrap this up. Divine, at this time, thank you so much for allowing us to be here. We love you so, so much and appreciate you. And I'm speaking to the God within you and all around you, family. Okay. All right. I ask that you continue to keep us with love, harmony, tranquility, prosperity, peace, protection, and respect, and good health and good wealth, and all the time. Ashe and thank you. And until next time, you know what I love to say. Namaste.